John's gone next door for the burger. I said, it's the only gym in the country that's got a bacon butty sandwich outside.
Hi Steve, listen, I'm on my way now. I'm just going to stop and get a butty. Do you want anything? Yeah? Sound, see you in a minute. Pop it under the jumper. If you go under your jumper, Steve, and go through. Go under, and then just put it on the side. No, it's the wire, you see. That's it. We've had a year of no boxing. This has been obviously the place where you do the boxing and the engineering stuff from. For what has the year been like for you?
It's been funny, obviously, with the boxing and not having a great involvement. I think I've had about 12 lads fight on the TV shows behind closed doors. Had some good successes. Obviously, the bad night was Reece Mould losing his challenge for the British title and Josh Warrington getting beat and stopped in what was really a tune-up fight for his big world title fight that was having. It was going to be unification, but it wasn't because of other circumstances. But the other lads have all done well on them, and it's been enjoyable watching them on the telly and not having to do all the hard work of doing my own shows. So engineering sides, obviously, like everyone else, it's not been as busy because of the COVID.
If you didn't have the engineering business, you'd be fully busy with boxing because you've got all the promotions that you do. You do however many you do a year, 20 odd. And then you've got how many fighters you manage?
I was counting them up the other day because I really wanted to whittle them down. At one stage, I had over 100 fighters, and then I managed to get them down to 50 and thought to myself, right, get down to 40, that'll be a perfect number. But with this lockdown, there's so many amateurs and quality amateurs who got, should we say, disheartened with the amateurs who want to turn over pro. And I think I've signed about 20 odd kids who'll be making the debuts in September, hopefully, when we got going again. So I'm actually back up to 75, which was never the intentions, but they're with trainers who I've worked with for years, and they say to me, look, Steve, I want the lads to be with you. And once Josh Warrington calls it a day, I won't be signing any more boxers on. But the ones who have signed on, I'll be fully committed to. So I've probably got at least 10 years with the lads that we're bringing through now, where I'll still be in it. And as I say, it's not just the managing, it's the promoting, which is the time-consuming part of it.
When we moved in here, we got 20,000 square foot of empty space. So we've put 3,000 square foot of the boxing gym in there. This is all the engineering supplies business. The big growth in our business has been doing our own brand. So instead of representing manufacturers and competing with other merchants who do the same, we've gone and have manufacturers make to our specifications now.
So the boxing gear's round here as well. What got you into this?
It was difficult for the boxers to get affordable gloves that were decent. So Jamie said, let's do a range, and when he retired, he could concentrate on building that business up. We've hit the spot that we needed to hit, which is quality, be it affordable boxing gloves. We're going in the gym now. Dom, it looks like it's a busy day. I've never seen so many bleeding cars here. This is the entrance to the VIP boxing gym. As I say, 20,000 square feet, and there's 3,000 square feet that we've put a gym in for the pros during the day and the amateurs at the night. And you'll see the Soul Boy signs in here when you come in, which is kindly sponsored by Mr. Salford Fred Dome.
We set up the boxing equipment business, and he sort of held my hand all the way through in terms of business, especially with this. He said to me, listen, why don't we set a gym up, because when you retire, you can start training fighters then. And I was like, I'm not training fighters, it's like babysitting. But he must have had a premonition, because sort of 3 years after I retired, I was in here training fighters. A lot of fighters in the Northwest would be in a real bad situation over the last sort of 10, 15, 20 years. If it wasn't for people like Steve, who put the small hall shows on and make a loss nearly every time, he brings it back with a Jolly Boy show at the end of the year, which has been his saving grace, really. But he's a godsend for the sort of small hall promotions.
There's an illness that I keep saying about wanting to be involved in boxing, and it's not just from a promoter's point of view where he's being stressed out and putting an event together which more than likely will lose money. Stress of trying to keep the fighters busy. The trainers who were working for 10% of the money, and as I say, to start with, it's very little, so they're 100% lost by the time they've paid the petrol to go to the gym and take people sparring. It's the 1% who are mega rich, and unfortunately that's what people do when they see the teller. They all think they're earning Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua money. The pyramid is like that. There's just a few at the top earning the money. You can't understand why the boxers do it. I can't understand why I do it, because if you took yourself away from it and was looking at someone else, what they were doing, you just go, you're off your head. What are you doing that for? But once you're in it and you're dealing with certain people and personalities, you want to do well for them as well. And I think it isn't just about me, it's about helping these other people. And I wouldn't do it if we had to do it again, but I don't regret everything I've done. I've had some great times. And
yeah, you must be thinking when you're on the fairway and you're playing a bit of golf, you think, yeah, I just can't wait to get back to the Victoria Warehouse and get constant grief for 8 hours.
No, listen, I've had as good as times as I've had bad times, probably more, you know. And I was looking at, you know, with Josh Warrington losing the other week, and you're thinking, all the great times you've had, you know, you've got to take that on your chin. And it's the same for Josh. I mean, obviously we seen him as being maybe 36 or 40, you know, retiring and going into the sunset without the loss. But, you know, he's had the loss now. And then the next challenge for us is to prove everyone right that was an off night, and we're going to come back and hopefully going to beat the Mexican. And then we're going to get back onto those mega fights, hopefully over in the States. And, you know, that's a journey that I need to see out to the end, and I'm looking forward to you know, righting the wrong on that, and I know Josh is as well.